Hello students, you are watching our channel, The Educational Hub. Today we are going to study the structure and the functions of mitochondria, and we will also study the structure and the functions of plastids and also the types of plastids. तो स्टूडेंट्स, आप देख रहे हैं हमारा चैनल दी एजुकेशनल हब। आज के इस वीडियो में हम माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया की साख और उसके अफ़ाल के बारे में पढ़ेंगे और साथ साथ प्लास्टिड्स की साख और उसके अफ़ाल के बारे में भी पढ़ेंगे। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट आवर लेक्चर। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया. The mitochondria is also known as the powerhouse of a cell. If we study about the structure of mitochondria, so mitochondria are generally rod-like or bean-shaped, consisting of double membrane. The inner membrane is folded, which allows more space, the space for the cellular respiration. These infolding are called CRISTAE, and CRISTAE is a place where the cellular respiration occurs and mitochondria provide energy to a cell in the form of ATP. The CRISTAE also contains a fluid-like material which is known as matrix. Some cells have several thousands mitochondria while others have none. Presence of number of mitochondria in a cell depends upon their location. For example, if we take an example of cardiac muscles, so there are 350 mitochondria in cardiac muscles. On the other hand, in ear lobe, the mitochondria are present only in the quantity of 50. So what is basically the reason that the mitochondria are more in cardiac muscle than ear lobe? Basically, the part of body which work more, so that part need more energy, so there is more mitochondria in that part of a body where the energy is highly required. So that is why the cardiac muscles need more energy for the circulation and for the pumping of blood, so there is more mitochondria than ear lobe. Sometimes a mitochondria can grow larger or combine with other mitochondria. More mitochondria can also be created. It all depends on the needs of a cell. If a cell needs more energy, so it can produce more mitochondria, or too many mitochondria can fuse together to form a larger mitochondria so that they can provide more energy as required. On the other hand, if the amount of energy requirement is low, so mitochondria fuses and they divide it into small parts. Mitochondria are special because they have their own ribosomes. As we have already learned that ribosomes are the protein synthesis factories, and mitochondria has its own DNA which is present in the matrix. Mitochondria are absent in mature mammalian RBCS in red blood cells. Now, the functions of mitochondria. Mitochondria perform the most important function, that is cellular respiration, to give off energy in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Mitochondria involved in cell signaling between cells, and mitochondria also control the process of apoptosis, which is known as cell death. Matrix of mitochondria contains enzymes, which is important in the production of energy, that is in the form of ATP. In a sperm cell, the mitochondria is present so that it can provide energy to the tail of a sperm for its motion. Mitochondria can also generate heat, as we know that whenever there is a production of energy, heat is also evolved. So mitochondria is a powerhouse where the energy is produced, so with energy heat is also produced. Mitochondria also play a vital role during cell division. Before the cell division, the cell required high amount of energy for the cell division. So mitochondria provide that energy for the cell division. Now moving toward the next cell organelle, that is plastids. Plastids are found in the cells of all the higher plants. The plastid is a membrane-bound organelle. Mostly plastids are found in plants and algae cells. Plastids were basically discovered by Ernst Haeckel, but the SCHIMPER was the first to provide the clear definition of plastids. There are three main types of plastids, generally chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. The other type is gerontoplast, which we will also discuss in the lecture. Chloroplast. Chloroplast is the most known of the plastid, as the chloroplasts are responsible for photosynthesis and the manufacture of carbohydrate. Chloroplast is filled with thylakoids, which is where the photosynthesis occurs and chlorophyll remains. Now the other type is chromoplast. Chromoplasts are the units where pigments are stored and synthesized in the plants. Basically, chromoplasts are found in flowering plants, fruits, flower, petals and aging leaves. All the colorful parts of the plant contain chromoplast. The chloroplast actually convert over to chromoplast. The third type is gerontoplast. Gerontoplast is a plastid that develops from a chloroplast during the aging of plant foliage. That is not so much known type of plastid. The fourth and the last type of plastid is leucoplast. Leucoplasts are the non-pigmented or colorless organelles. They are transparent. They are found in the non-photosynthetic parts of the plant, such as roots, as they do not have any type of pigment, so they cannot perform the process of photosynthesis. Leucoplasts also store food in the form of starch, lipids and proteins. Leucoplasts are more readily used for synthesizing of amino acids and fatty acids. Leucoplast is further divided into three different subclasses. One is amyloplast. Amyloplast stores starch and sugars, while proteinoplast, as from the name protein, so they are known as the storing of protein. They are responsible to store the proteins. And the third one is alloplast. Alloplast stores lipids and oils. So that is our today's lecture. If you have any question regarding this topic, you may ask in the comment section. Thank you for watching the video.